Good evening, John. Good evening, Adam. How are we? We all right?
Very well, thank you.
Very good.
Evening.
Good. Very good. You look. Your background looks nice and decorated like mine.
Yep.
Where's your poster?
Yep.
There it is, the magical garden. I actually have it. This here is the Chinese delivery Chinese New Year calendar.
Nice.
It's even got the number of the place underneath.
What's the current time? What is the year? What the animal is it this year?
I don't know.
Oh.
I have no idea. Ask the audience.
Okay.
So I'm just going to quickly run through what we're going to do. So we're going to talk about what you've been up to during isolation, what you've been doing differently, maybe, how much fun you've been having, of course. It's great staying in. Hopefully you've not been with your friends. I know lots of people have not following the rules. We'll move on to a tiny bit of a talk about, obviously, where we work in the school, and then our fun part at the end for the Premier League Best 11. And what are the dates we're doing? Can you remember?
2020 to 2000 to 2020.
Yes, and we've all got a picture.
Players
I've actually had some of my friends have done it as well, and they've sent me their pictures. So I'll put.
Have you got some as well?
They won't be as good as ours though. So.
Oh no! I just hope that.
Are we coming? Do we have
same.
to agree on a team together? Is that the?
Yeah, we'll do that. That'll be better, wouldn't it? Really.
Okay.
Agree.
Yeah.
Well, from I've got kind of an idea of one of John's already, just because of you, and hopefully we can get your videos up and running. But
Adams will just be Liverpool.
yeah, probably will be. Just to.
I'm not going to discuss it yet, but I've been very fair.
I wonder if, well, obviously with John supporting who he supports, he'll probably have none of his players in there, but I might get a few, and so might you, Adam.
I reckon I could get a few in there.
Oh, yeah.
You can have Muzzy, is it?
Muzzy, is it? Stephen Carr.
Yeah.
Obafemi Martins.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I wonder if anyone can guess who you support now. Boo. Or I would say Gary Gardner and Craig Gardner.
Christophe Dugarry.
Oh. Zigic.
Nicola.
Oh, there you go. Zigic is the one.
Giving it away now. Everyone knows Zigic.
So, right then, isolation. Adam, what you been doing? Anything
It's a bit
fun?
weird, isn't it? Sorry.
Anything fun?
It's all been a bit strange, hasn't it, really? The whole isolation. It's all a bit surreal, being told to stay inside.
Bit boring.
I've done more walks in the last 3 or 4 weeks than I've done in my entire life, I think.
Yes. That's what we like. What about
I
jogs?
Jobs?
Jogs? Jog? Jogs?
No, I haven't. I've been using the exercise bike, but that's been pretty much my exercise limit. I've not. The idea of being told that you're allowed out once, I feel, psychology side of it, that you actually feel like you should go out for that once because you've been told by the government that you're allowed out once. So you're going, I'm going to take advantage of that.
I'm going to go out
once. I'm going to go out that one time, and I'm
going to
enjoy
go
it.
out for a long time.
Absolutely. The weather's helped, hasn't it, though? I think.
Oh my God, I know.
With the idea of the isolation and being allowed out once, but started yoga. Yeah.
Oh, yoga. See, it's time to try new things, isn't it?
This is it, absolutely. So I've started to do that. We've been doing that for about half an hour a day. That's been quite nice. So
do you do that in the morning?
In the evenings.
Oh, so you'll do that. Have you done it already tonight?
No, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it after this, after the recording.
Oh, nice. Stretch the jaw after all this talking.
Absolutely. That's it. Yeah.
Good. I try and do it. We do it in the morning, but I can't help but start laughing after I've done a few things. So I have to leave the room. I get kicked out of the room.
I'm a little bit similar as well because we do it in the morning and we always put an American one on YouTube and I can't cope.
Oh, you just
the
laugh.
American trainers. High-five them.
Do you have to high-five each other?
Yeah.
Do they? Oh,
yeah.
The one we do is very calm. It's very nice. It's very lots of breathing and the standard yoga techniques. But I've quite enjoyed it, so I'm going to carry on. It's been good.
Help you sleep.
Massively, my legs, because I struggle to sleep with my rested legs. It's pretty much cured it. So stretching those out before it's actually helped massively. So I'm going to continue doing it.
Now
So that's one thing that's come out of this.
Yeah.
Maybe a yogi. Absolutely.
I can't believe how good the weather's been and we're only allowed out once.
I know. It's kind of frustrating, but good at the same time.
It's so mad.
Yeah.
It's so mad.
Yeah.
But you, John?
Imagine yeah, it's weird, isn't it? Like, I was thinking if it was the summer 6-week holiday, I'd have prepared and I would have got things ready.
Yeah.
And I would have planned things ready, holidays, etc. But for it to happen so quickly, you just don't have anything planned. No. And then you did have plans. You can't really do it.
You've got a lot of gear anyway.
Yeah, I took some home from school.
You got a swimming pool in your garden.
Yeah, we got the jacuzzi in the garden, but we've put it away for now.
See, with me living in the top floor flat, if I keep going in that jacuzzi down there, the bottom floor keep kicking me out.
Yeah.
Oh, why?
But no, I've been doing exercises on the telly in the morning, and then playing a lot of online on my Xbox.
Of course, and how
doing a few. The house has never been so clean.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and then yeah.
Are you doing that cleaning?
It's parts of it. I'd say it's like a 5 to 95% ratio.
That's good ratio.
That's good though. That's good.
Strong
and you're the 95.
Obviously.
Of course, yeah.
Yeah. I think mine's never been dirtier.
Yeah,
yeah, stuff keeps popping out from. I'm doing the. Well, I'm not going to say what I'm doing because with the fridge and the oven, and when we're volleying something, maybe, but we don't want that to get out into the open. We'll all be in trouble. But yeah, no, I'm doing the bin challenge like you two though.
The bin challenge.
Yeah, I've got a good stack next door to the normal bin.
Nice. Yeah. I actually, before I came on, I emptied the bin.
Oh.
You know what?
And I think that was my 5% tidy and done.
Was that your only time you're allowed out? Was that your one exercise?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Not allowed out again.
That's it. You've done it. You've got to tie those in. You've got to tie the bin trips to your walks.
Yeah, I reckon every 2 or 3 weeks that's got to go, hasn't it?
Absolutely. You've got to tie them all together.
It's probably more of a workout if you run with your bin in your hand as well.
Yeah, I might run around the estate with my bin.
Mm-hmm. That would be good. Nice one. Very good. Oh, sounds like isolation has been very fun for you too then. Also, a lot of Xbox as well. We're very happy with Warzone, of course.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
We won't be nowhere without that. And FIFA's a bit boring now. But, what can you do?
Need to bring the new FIFA out a bit earlier.
Yeah.
Are you, Adam, are you gutted that you haven't, because I'm gutted that I haven't really got a garden?
It is disappointing. I mean, it has been, especially with the weather, that it's been like, the idea of having a garden would have been absolutely brilliant. Just sitting out in the garden and it being stuck inside is quite tough when you see everybody else in their gardens. You do feel even more stuck in your house then, because if you get to go out in your garden, it's quite nice.
Yeah. When I go along the canal, I see so many people in their garden. Yeah. And they look like they're having a great time.
And then you get John sending pictures of his garden being freshly mowed. Yeah, that helps. Yeah.
But
it does need the money.
Your hurdles and your tennis equipment or your cricket equipment.
Yeah, we got the badminton net up at the moment.
See, that's what we want. We want that.
That's it.
When it's over, you can come round.
Yeah. There we go.
When will it be over?
Don't know. I really don't know.
When? What's the thought on that one?
Haven't they today said it's going to be at least another 3 weeks before?
I did see that today. Yeah.
Is that a Thursday thing or something?
Pardon?
Self-isolation is going to carry on for another 3 weeks, they're predicting.
Well. So that's.
But then how do they release it? Because obviously working in school, it's going to be a tricky one because obviously the children are missing out on their education. But if they open them too soon, it will probably help the spread.
Well, that risk of infection is high again, isn't it? That's the problem.
Just hope that they make the right decision.
Yeah.
Well, that's it. If we were to open, like say June or July, do you think school would be open through 6 weeks instead of having a 6 week holiday?
It's something they have to be contemplating, surely. I think because the amount of weeks of education these children have lost. I think it kind of you would be able to understand. It'd be difficult to take for us, but I think you can completely understand why they would do it because of the lack of education the children have had.
Yeah, it'd be a tricky one. I think they'd need to do at least a 2-week holiday. So otherwise we're working, the children are working until what, October, late October, half term.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, absolutely. They won't actually have a break. And also you've got the issue of people who've booked holidays that haven't been cancelled yet over the summer holidays. What do you do?
Yeah, parents as well would.
So it's
because this isn't exactly a holiday, is it? This is like sickness.
Well, yeah, absolutely.
And hopefully the children are doing a little bit of work at home.
Yeah.
Well, you'd hope.
Not too much, but
as long as you're sending it out.
Yeah.
Ready to for collection.
Yeah,
absolutely.
There's not much I can send out apart from the football. Some shit. Yeah, so.
Have you done the toilet roll challenge yet?
No, still haven't done that. That's because I've got no toilet roll.
Oh, you've been the one who's been suffering from.
I have been. I've been relying on my mum, to be honest.
Have you? Yeah. You've seen my attempted football skills, so I'm not even going to attempt to do it because I'll just fall over. So.
Oh, you never know. Toilet roll might be the one that.
That's perhaps what I need. Yeah, perhaps
you need to learn with the toilet roll.
Well, perhaps I need to stop playing football. The toilet roll. Yeah.
I am missing six-a-side. I am definitely.
Yeah, especially with the weather at the moment.
Oh yeah. We played through the winter. We played through rain and hail and snow, and then we get all the nice weather, and we can't play.
Imagine a Monday night football in as it is now.
Oh, it'd be perfect. And we could just stay afterwards as well.
Yeah, we could. Yeah. Kick about. There is a lot of flies out, though, I've noticed today.
Yeah.
The flies are coming, so we'll be running into them, swallowing them. But I don't know. I will be looking forward to, especially after making that team I've made on FIFA and playing. That's the closest I can get to playing with each other again. So
you'll have to edit that into the video after.
Yeah.
Yes, I've got a couple of. Oh yeah, I could. Adam's over a kick. I could. Maybe I'll add. I'm sure I've got a couple of videos somewhere of us playing six-a-side. So maybe I'll just chuck that in, just to reminisce a little bit.
Yeah.
Put some sad music at the end.
Yeah, sad music behind it.
Yeah.
So yeah. So we've got Adam started yoga. John, you started anything new apart from yoga?
Like Adam said, really been going on more walks.
Is that a fitness walk or a sightseeing walk?
Sightseeing, really. Started going on the bike though. Been on the bike a couple of times.
Oh, yes.
Cycling around. But then my smartwatch comes tomorrow, so hopefully encourage you to do a bit more exercise.
Very good, very good. That'd be nice, yeah. Have you got a bike, Adam? To bike around it outside? Like?
No.
Just your exercise one?
Just exercise bike over there. No, I've actually got an actual bike. You know. Yeah, I'm not. Yeah, that's it. Put in front of the telly, it feels like biking somewhere.
Why don't you put your VR on?
Oh, that's a great idea.
And then
there must be something out there.
In the sun.
There must be something out there. Combine them.
Like Tour de France.
Oh yeah, that'd be super. Put on VR YouTube. It's bound to be there. That's a great idea.
Oh, it would be. Cool. Very, very good. Very good. Hopefully other people that will listen to this as well will hopefully start yoga. And whatever else. There's not much else. I always say that. I don't know what else there is that I can do. Like there's only so much home workouts or yoga or playing on whatever game it is that you have. There's only so much you can do. One run a day. I'm running out of things to do. Like there is nothing else for me to do.
It is difficult, isn't it?
Yeah, and I think, like we said earlier, it's going to last a lot longer.
It is, yeah. And I think people all have the same sort of ideas. Like you see all these, like you might see celebrities or something, especially like sports or fitness ones. They do a home workout video now in the morning, like the ones we've been doing. But once you've done it, then, especially because they're on so early in the morning, if they're on at 9 o'clock in the morning for half an hour, that's pretty much your workout of the day done. Then you've got another 12 hours minimum probably before you go to bed. Well,
Yeah.
maximum 12 for me.
But I've been finding like the last few days, even though I haven't been doing much, the time just flies by.
Oh my God, same.
It does. Yeah.
It's unbelievable.
Then you go into bed and it's the next day.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You're just sitting there looking at your watch. It's like, it's 4:30. How did that happen?
It's like when we go on in the morning, when we start playing in the morning, we literally play 2 games of something or whatever, and then someone will go, "Oh, it's lunchtime." Oh,
yeah,
it's lunchtime already. I've only just got up.
Yeah.
Just had me breakfast.
Yeah.
I think that has been. Go on. Sorry.
Even though we're getting up so early, normal time, probably getting up about 8 o'clock, having breakfast. It's still like lunchtime. It's not like we're getting up late at like 11. It's like 4 hours in the morning has gone like that, and then you say half 4 in the evening, or it's just there.
Yeah, I've had to tell myself to go to bed at a normal time.
Oh, yeah.
Otherwise, like in the summer holidays, I'll go to bed quite late and then wake up really late as well. Whereas at the moment, because we're having to go into school as well,
make sure you can still get up early.
It's still trying to keep in that routine a little bit, isn't it? Mm-hmm. Otherwise, it will just completely go out the window.
Oh God, yeah.
And I think that you almost like create your own routine as well, don't you, throughout the day?
Yeah.
It's not good. It's not a good thing. I really don't know what to do. I haven't even wrote any stories or nothing. I might have to get onto that one.
Yeah, write some stories.
It's the perfect opportunity.
You can read your story to the podcast.
Oh yeah, read my story to the podcast.
Yeah.
The pancake
episode for you.
Yeah, there we go. I'm so glad I've got to do this though. Finally, did you watch?
You can do some voices as well in your story.
I could do. I need to learn different voices. I've been practicing my acting skills. That's how I've got to this. Did you not see? I don't know if you have, but have you seen the video? I done a video the other day. It was like my second one for YouTube. Did you watch that one?
Was that the one where you had an imaginary person?
Where I had the guest on.
Yeah.
You seen him? He was incredible. And that was as good as my acting got. I put a hat on and I looked different. One of my friends said to me, he rang me in the day, and he was like, that was good video, considering it's on your own. I was like, thanks. He was like, when I first seen it, I didn't even think that was you. I was like, oh, brilliant, thanks, mate. Great.
And they're only going to get better, Jack. Your skills are just going to get better and better as well. So
the amount of videos I've made to myself on here, my acting can only get better. Even earlier today, just before I made the video this morning, so I've got so many saved failed videos on my phone or my laptop of me being silly.
you got a blooper reel there, Jack.
I have, and that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do an outtakes, and there's going to be hours worth of me just being silly. And no one else is in either, so it's even more fun because no one's here to laugh at me. So I have to laugh at me, which makes it even more weird. I'll say something to the camera, have a laugh, and then carry on, and then laugh again. And then, when I made my video, I had to edit out part of me laughing because it just looked like I was going mental. So,
maybe it's what the fans want to see, though.
Mental.
Maybe the fans want to see.
They want to see Jack acting. That's what they want.
Yeah.
They want more of Jack acting.
Oh well, yeah. I'll give it a good go. I have my mum and dad done a video I think it was probably this time last week actually, and there's a song called what's this? Love It. I was pressing this Love It thing from Zoom. My mum and dad done this video. I think it's called I'm Going Mad or something. A song by Queen, and they reenacted a video of it. I'll send it to you after this, and I think that's where my brain comes from. Oh God, it is a bit creepy, but yeah. So, shall we move on to our favourite part, our fun part?
Yeah.
Our Premier League, because we're big football fans. Even talking about having normal conversations about isolation still leads to football. So,
absolutely.
And everybody,
even though there's no football on,
there's
no football on.
I would absolutely love it if sport carried on.
Oh,
yeah.
Well, then you could stay in all day, couldn't you, and just watch it all day? Doesn't matter.
Yeah. The only problem about doing this team is it's made me miss football more.
Yeah, same.
my afternoon of watching or evening of watching Liverpool comeback games. That also, it was wonderful, but
tears.
It made me really sad.
Oh man,
back.
It's exactly. That's how I think like most of us are like. We're just missing it so much, and they're putting. Obviously, I watched that France-Argentina game. And I've seen it. Yeah. I actually watched it again last night.
Did you?
Like I knew exactly what was going to happen when. And I was like, but I still would just act shocked. What a goal! Yes. I know it's going to happen. And if I watch it again tomorrow, I'll do the same thing. But it's the only game exactly I can watch. Yeah.
We're missing it. I just want it back. Just like any sport. If there was if there was lacrosse on the TV, I'd probably watch it at the moment.
International rowing. Oh,
yeah,
just put it on.
Or like walking.
Speed
walking.
Walking, just anything. Yeah,
put something
on my own YouTube channel of speed walking.
Yes. Stick a GoPro to your head and walk around. Walk at people or try and get past people. Oh man! Right, then we begin. So we're going to do our Premier League 11, our best, not our favourites, our best.
No,
our favourites, our best. And we're going to obviously start with goalkeeper only from 2000 to 2020. So right now, 20 years. And it's okay if they played before 2000, isn't it? We did say that.
If they made their debut before.
Yeah.
I've got
already in the 2000s. Yeah, I think I am as well. I think some positions just can't, like, you can't not have that person in that one position.
Yeah, there are some elite players.
We'll see. Yeah. Oh God, going through, like, I've wrote down so much. I don't know if you can see it.
All these notes.
Their players, their notes. They were just players I could think of in my head. And then, obviously, I went through the stats and everything this morning and decided then, oh my God, there's lots. And some of them
we're going to struggle to get an 11 between us. But
I'm going to write down. I've also got a page for you two, so I'm going to write down yours as we go through, and then we will go through it all together. And then at the end, we'll show them the picture of our. Obviously, we're doing a 4-4-2 formation, aren't we?
Yeah.
So we'll show them our pictures. Hopefully, John's videos that he's gone out of his way to do, which I would love to have done if I even knew how to do that. To show some of his favourite bits.
Shall I start us off then with the goalkeeper?
Yeah, with the goalkeeper. Let's go, John. Well, tell us.
Here we go. So my goalkeeper, I'm going to show this video first to introduce him.
I like it.
Just to save, and just the way that he had so many years at one club.
Yeah.
Kept on doing it consistently. And with goalkeepers as well, I think it's more about consistency because
there's only so much they can do, really, isn't it? As well.
Exactly, and you always think when I think of goalkeepers like Joe Hart and goalies like that, I always think, what are the mistakes that he's made, and what are the howls that he's made. Whereas you think of Peter Cech, and he just does it consistently. He did it consistently all the time.
Yeah.
So I got a little stat on him as well.
I've got the same stat.
I mean, he's won 4 Golden Gloves.
Okay. Yes, love that.
Yeah. He's which is the most ever.
Oh, okay. Is it? Right.
And his first Golden Glove was in 2004-05 season. Okay. And then his latest Golden Glove was in the 2013 to the 14 season.
What?
Is it really?
So that shows
like
how
10
long
years.
He's been doing it.
Yeah.
Jeez. Exactly. So he's my selection.
I have also chosen Peter Cech as my goalkeeper. I've got another stat. You didn't say my stat. He has the Premier League record for clean sheets. In the Premier League.
Can I? I think maybe because if I tell you my goalkeeper, who is also Peter Cech, I think from what I got earlier, I got 202 clean sheets, is it? Or is it?
I've got some stats in the background of mine.
I just went on, I think. But then I realised the website was a bit pants.
Well,
So
I've got
a minimum of 202.
Because even when he got that like horrible injury, he still
Well, that's
still came back and still could.
That's on my thing. That's on my notes here. No matter even the head injury and what happened. I think it was Kevin Doyle, was it, or someone? Kick him in the head.
Yeah, I can't remember.
Yeah, he swallowed his tongue, didn't he? And he had a real horrendous skull fracture, didn't he?
And then still getting
the
golden glove.
Thing with him, when he was at Chelsea, he was so consistent. He's phenomenal, and I think he's got those clean sheet record for. But he got that when he was at Arsenal, and I think the only problem, that's one of the only, not a negative because it's still Arsenal's still an absolutely massive club, but the only slight one is he wasn't as good when he went to Arsenal.
And then
I think that's down to defenders more than anything.
Exactly.
I think
you can
in that Chelsea side,
that Chelsea side for 10 years was so good.
Yeah, it was, and they were so defensively solid when Mourinho was there. He was still. He kind of lost his way a little bit at his Arsenal, but for Chelsea, he was.
Was Cech the goalie? He wasn't the goalie when it was United Chelsea Champions League final, was he?
I imagine he must have been.
I think it was, Drogba.
Yeah, he'd have been there. He would have been there for that. I think.
Yeah, that was the Bayern Munich one. I'm on about the United where Cech slipped.
Yeah.
He's
got to have been in goal then, maybe, wouldn't he, as well?
Yeah, I reckon he was.
So, probably got himself a Champions League, maybe.
I think he must have a Champions League. He must have a Champions League medal as well.
And he's definitely got himself a spot in this 11, I think.
Oh, well. What are the chances? All them goalies. Like, I wrote down lots of others as well, just obviously, Alisson and Edison as they are now. But, still.
I had one that I thought first that I was going to pick, but then I crossed him out.
Who's
that? Any guesses?
David De Gea.
No. Man United.
Peter Schmeichel.
No.
Ooh. Fabian Barthez.
No. Who was after Peter Schmeichel?
Oh, Edwin van der Sar.
Yes.
What player? He was good at Fulham as well, wasn't he? He was great at Fulham and then also at United.
He kept so many clean sheets at Fulham as well.
He won. But then he was later in his career when he went to United, and he just carried on, and he was just phenomenal for United, even when he was got a bit older.
But then I looked at the Golden Gloves, and he only won one Golden Glove.
Did he?
Yeah, kind of. I started to look at things like that. Like I just put the goalkeepers that come to my mind, and the first goalie I actually wrote, just because of one game, was Dudek.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Just because of that final and all that.
Istanbul. Yeah, Istanbul.
So that was the first goalie. And then actually I started thinking, I even wrote a couple of other ones. I wrote Jussi Jaskalainen.
Yeah.
Bolton. Great player.
And just for a bit of fun as well, Roy Carroll.
Carroll.
They kept coming up, and I was like, "Look at these."
Was it Roy Carroll in the ghost goal where it went over the line and he managed to claw it out and the goal wasn't given? I'm sure that was him.
Oh, I don't know. I do remember Petrov scoring from the halfway line against Roy Carroll though when he played for Derby. Of course, I remember that one. That's why I wrote down Roy Carroll.
A trivia question as well for you both.
Go on.
Someone we haven't mentioned yet won 3 Golden Gloves.
Is that a recent one, or in the last 10, or the
3 in a row?
Last 10 years, yeah.
In the last 10 years, and it's not De Gea.
No.
Oh, it's not Szczesny. Nah, it wouldn't be Szczesny, would it?
Think about a team that have done really well recently.
Kasper Schmeichel.
No.
Really well recently.
Edison.
No.
So
you're on the right team.
So we're on the right. What? We're on Man City.
Yeah. I think who won lots of titles at Man City?
Joe Hart.
Joe Hart, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, Joe Hart 3 years in a row won the Golden Glove.
Was that your clue at the start when you told us about Joe Hart and his mistakes?
Yeah, it's
towards the answer.
Completely.
That's why I saw him. I couldn't.
No, it's just something about Joe Hart. I mean, when Pep came in and he absolutely did not fancy him, and he
Oh,
turfed him
God,
out
I know, yeah.
because he couldn't play.
He's not a modern keeper, is he?
No, I mean compared to Edison, yeah.
Yeah, I know you got our ball skills now as well, haven't you?
Yeah.
Absolutely. So
Right then,
check. Straight in. Look at that.
Straight in at the best 11, and I'm pretty sure most people probably will agree on that one.
Oh, have to on that. There's no other. Mitch Michael's the only other one I'd throw in there that is.
Yeah, I didn't know whether he was a bit too early.
Yeah,
he kind of made his yeah. He was very early at the 2000s in absolute prime, wasn't he? So
yeah, check. Well done. Give him a round of applause.
Well done, Peter.
So we'll stick, John. What we'll do is we'll stick with you for defenders. So we'll go for you first throughout the whole of the list of defenders. We'll move on to Adam for midfielders, and I'll finish with attackers. Okay. Yeah. So John, let's go with right back. Probably the most trickiest one.
Oh yeah, this was the hardest one, and this was one where I think it's nearly my only one that actually is playing at the moment.
Oh, okay.
And I went with Trent Alexander-Arnold.
You did?
Yeah. Ooh. Only because of his attacking ability.
Yeah.
And I think with like the modern game now, I think you've just got to be more attacking.
Yeah, wing backs really are, aren't they now?
Yeah, and I was looking at like Gary Neville, but it doesn't really excite me as a fullback.
Yeah, Gary Neville was one who was possible for me, but I didn't.
Yeah, the only thing I've broke down with mine is obviously he's so young.
Yeah,
and
20.
Be able to keep it up.
Yeah, I did put Trent in, but then I took him out because I thought I can't, because even though he is phenomenal, I've gone for, because he did play for right back part of his career, I've gone for Cesar Azpilicueta from Chelsea.
Ooh, nice.
Solid defender.
And I've got a few bits about Cesar Azpilicueta as well. At one point in his career, he played 50 games in a row and for 90 minutes.
Yeah,
you were saying earlier about pure consistency of a player who is constantly available for selection, and he was always there. And he could play. He's played left back. He's played centre back. They played the back three. He fitted in there. He's played right back. He plays across the back four.
Isn't he captain of Chelsea now as well?
Captain of Chelsea, yeah, still playing. So I've got I left some stats about him actually. Yeah, there you go. So he's just played 50 games in a row, and assists. He's got a number of assists. He's got goals, and he's scored a few goals in the last few seasons as well. But if you're going down assists, and you're saying for the attacking fullbacks, I mean Trent is the one, because obviously the amount of assists that he produces.
But then I'd say that he falls down defending.
Yeah, defending wise, he's not as strong.
He's young though, I guess so, isn't he?
Exactly, young and old then. Who did you have, Jeff?
Nice. So I thought Azpilicueta come to mind. Gary Neville, of course, he always does. I weren't going to pick Trent simply because he's young, but on my ones that I could choose that we've done on the online thing, I couldn't find the ones that I wanted, so I just put Raphael. Well, I didn't want him, Raphael.
He was a hothead.
Yeah, well, why not? If I could choose, my actual choice who I've got is Antonio Valencia, Man United, who
this is the greatest 11.
And do you want to know our stat here? He's got, but none of your defenders might not have this. He's got goal of the month.
Has he?
Goal of the month. I reckon Trent Alexander-Arnold has got.
Do you reckon he got a goal of the month?
That goal against Leicester this season. Oh
yeah, that was a good.
I don't know. Valencia captain.
That game. Oh, behave. That game, Trent scored 24 points in fantasy football.
I don't think Raphael or.
Definitely. Oh God, definitely not Raphael. No way.
All I remember about Raphael is Suarez doing him over and over again every time we played Man United.
The ones I was trying to choose, I even put Gary Neville in there. It wouldn't come up on the thing. I wouldn't have aligned him. I even tried to put, just for goals again, I even tried to put Glenn Johnson.
Glenn Johnson? Go on, Johnson.
Because he scored. If you want bangers,
Overhead kicks.
Glenn Johnson will score you a
If we're
banger.
playing Glenn Johnson, what about Carl Walker?
Yeah, again.
Carl Walker.
It's just his defending was pretty. He's only good at defending, I think, because he's absolutely rapid.
Yeah.
You know, he can make a mistake and get back.
I think that was the hardest choice.
Oh, I think so too. I think so. And I think if we're going to agree on one, it's got to be Raphael, hasn't it? Really.
Absolutely. Yeah, write him down. Yeah.
No, if I was to pick one of them, I would pick. It's got Caesar. I would.
Yeah.
I'd quite happy change to Trent now. Someone else has put him down.
Yeah, of course you would.
Yeah.
I think Aspilicueta.
Yeah.
I think the trophies for everything, all round consistency for a player. I think he's there.
I think that's the best thing, really, isn't it? And he can play across all that whole back four, all back three, like.
Yeah, I mean absolutely.
That's a good choice. So we've got Cech and Aspilicueta so far.
I'm doing well. 2 for 2.
That'll do. We can just stop there.
Yeah.
And then we've got two Chelsea boys.
I know. There's a few more coming from my team as well.
Yeah. Right then, John, go on. Go for a left back.
Left back, right. This was a hard one as well. Firstly, this is not my choice, but firstly, I thought Patrice Evra.
Yeah, got him down there.
Yeah.
But then I've gone for Ashley Cole.
Ashley Cole.
Because when he was at Arsenal, he was so good. And I think he's the one that I can remember being like an attacking fullback, like the earliest.
Yeah. Began it all.
Yeah.
And
I remember. So I've gone for him as well. He's in my back four, Ashley Cole. I think there was games against Chelsea, Man United when they were huge rivals in the late noughties, in the early this decade. There were games when Ronaldo played on the right and Ashley Cole just was able to mark him. And I don't think many people many players in the Premier League can say they managed to mark Ronaldo at games, but Ashley Cole was one of those.
And to be a defender at that time as well, and to be he's quite small, isn't he? It's not a big
I did watch a video literally of everything you just said then, Adam. I don't know if it was earlier today or yesterday. It literally the caption was the only player ever to mark Ronaldo out of like pretty much every single game. And because I don't remember much. I remember obviously Ashley Cole playing for Arsenal, but not as much as I do for Chelsea.
Yeah. But I mean, when he was in that Arsenal side, he had. Well, I can't remember the era that he really played in. I can't remember any other defenders.
I reckon he was in that Invincibles
side. Well, he got he would have been learning his craft with likes of Tony Adams and all those massively good defenders. So and then when he went to Chelsea, he just stepped up and, like John said, having that attacking with it, but being so good defensively as well.
Yeah.
He was just.
Did you put that?
Well, in fact, so I've done the same. I've done the same as you. I thought about a few. I put Evra down, but there was only one that I could think of. And again, same as you, I had to go with Ashley Cole as well.
You didn't put John Arisa in?
I did put John Arisa in.
Yeah.
In my first choice was John Arisa.
Yeah, what a player.
He had an absolute rocket, didn't he?
And
then
I went on to
unbelievable.
And then I went on to his stats, and they were all right.
Hey, Champions League winner.
He was more of like, I would say he was really good, but then you look at the stats, just don't prove everything.
Yeah. He's a Champions League winner. He's a double finalist for a Champions League as well.
And he broke Alan Smith's leg with a free kick. With a free kick, yeah.
Oh yeah.
With a free kick.
Yeah, he kicked it and it hit I don't know if he stood up as the wall jumped. He either hit Alan Smith's leg or it went low and it just broke his leg. There's a video of that if you want me to find that one. I don't know where it is. I don't think it's a horrible looking one. It's just a free kick. But yeah, you got to go with Ashley Cole really. Probably the best English left back as well ever.
Yeah.
What I know, anyway.
Yeah, and hold on, is that another Chelsea player in the back four?
That's
in the back five.
That is another Chelsea. We all support Chelsea. That's why.
There's another one. I reckon there's another one coming as well.
Yeah, I reckon it's coming as well.
Yeah. I've got one.
Oh yeah. I think you're right. I think you are right. Now, I had to change this one a few times, but we're gonna jump straight in with. We'll go for both centre backs at the same time, John.
Yeah.
So don't just talk. So tell us, John, what's your two centre back? Are you going to go with two centre backs that might work well together as well?
I think that I haven't even thought about that, but I think that they will. Well, they would work well together.
Go on.
I've gone with another Chelsea player, John Terry.
Oh yeah,
JT.
Of course.
Yeah.
Is that a Chelsea player or a Villa assistant manager we're talking?
That's a Chelsea player.
Oh, right.
I was very tempted not to put him in.
Yeah, I thought
just
so.
because of that.
Yeah, John Terry, and then I've gone for Virgil van Dijk.
Oh.
Because I think about Liverpool. Liverpool about 4 or 5 years ago, they were great at going forward, but they were terrible at defending. And then as soon as he's come in, he's literally changed everything. I know that he's got like Robertson, Alexander-Arnold, but they're not the best defenders.
Yeah.
But even when he's playing with like Lovren, Matip,
he makes them look good as well, doesn't he?
Exactly. Yeah. John Terry's just I think a given for me. A five-time title winner.
Yeah. I think I've got some. Well, yeah. I think if we can say quickly, I think have we all got Terry?
Yeah, got Terry.
Yeah, we've got to pick Captain Terry, haven't we?
Yeah.
I don't think you can't have a Premier League team without him. I mean, he gave everything for Chelsea.
One of the things that I wrote down, which reminds me of Terry, is I think out of all of these centre backs I actually put down first, he has the most offline clearances. That just literally that sums up John Terry for me. Like the times when he would just dive in front of the book.
Yeah.
That time.
Old school defender.
Yeah.
I've got this vivid memory of him. I don't know what if it was England or it was for Chelsea, where
is it the salmon?
It's in the box, and it's the salmon dive that he dives to try and head it on the floor when someone's about to take a shot. Image was.
You'll have to edit that video on, Jack.
I'm going to have to find that somewhere, aren't I? Everyone will know.
And that just sums him up.
And look at John Terry. That is real commitment to the cause.
Yeah, I think.
Right.
And
Terry's
Here's your other one.
Go on,
right.
Adam, go on.
Do you want to hear mine? See, I've been because even though I support Liverpool, I've been very anti-Liverpool, but I'm happy to swap this one out for Virgil van Dijk.
Yeah.
But I've gone for Rio Ferdinand.
He was in mine as well, but then I took him out.
I actually didn't even write Rio Ferdinand down.
Did you not?
I didn't. No, not at all. No. I've got
Rio Ferdinand. He was when he moved. Was it from Leeds to United? He was the world's most expensive defender, and what a player! He was just phenomenal. Again,
I don't think he's as consistent as John Terry.
I think that's it. Yeah.
Oh, no, absolutely.
I remember a few mistakes that he's made, especially in an English.
Yeah. I would quite happily sub him out for Virgil van Dijk. I think, like you said, the difference that he made to that Liverpool side when he came in, he's just changed it completely. But Rio Ferdinand.
So, I've got John Terry, and I spoke to my friend earlier, and I showed him my team, and I had Van Dijk in, and I actually removed Van Dijk from mine. But I would happily have Van Dijk in there because he is quality, and it's like you say, he's brought something different, hasn't he, to Liverpool now? And
if he's changed,
most probably gonna win the league this year, probably because of him. I would have thought. Well, because of that change, really, that and that Alisson change.
Could you give us a clue so we can guess who it is?
Yeah. So mine will be a let's say a blue a blue rival at the top with Liverpool.
Vincent Kompany.
There we go.
Yeah.
Vincent
Oh,
Kompany.
he was on my list as well.
Yeah, it's on my list.
That's who I just changed Van Dijk to Kompany. Obviously, this season hasn't finished. If this season had finished, I think, as it was, then Van Dijk would have been there. But for, again, your consistency thing with if he wasn't injured so much towards the end of
that would be my argument against him.
Yeah.
That would be my argument against Vincent Kompany. He, unfortunately for him, he was injured a lot. But
he even got and I know so did Van Dijk, got Player of the Season, but in 2011-12, Kompany also got Player of the Season again. So I think if a defender's going to get Player of the Season, then they've got to be something good, haven't they? Really?
He'd always score as well in big games, wouldn't he?
Again, last season, didn't he?
The Leicester game.
Remember that screamer he scored?
That was
against Leicester.
Is that against Leicester? Was it?
Yeah, it was. Yeah,
pretty much won
the season. Yeah,
won the league, weren't it?
In the league, yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah,
has he been nominated for Ballon d'Or though? That's all I'll.
No, he hasn't. He's won 4 Premier Leagues though.
Yeah, he has.
Van Dijk could be on the way to that though.
He could. Well, that's it, isn't it? So.
And I might be wrong here, but I can't really remember Vincent Kompany before he played for Man City.
You know what?
Was he at Anderlecht?
Anderlecht he was. And the only reason I know Vincent Kompany, my dad used to play Football Manager, and he used to always sign 2 players on Football Manager before over this. And one was Dario Serna, who played for.
I was born right back. Croatian right back.
Yeah,
free kicks, unbelievable.
Yes. Yeah. And he used to always sign Vincent Kompany, and he was like a tank. And then it was like Man City brought Vincent Kompany. I was like, whoa. That's weird.
They bought him as a holding midfielder as well, didn't they? They didn't actually buy him as a centre back. They bought him as a holding midfielder and then dropped him back.
And again, I think if we were going for them together, Terry and Kompany, I don't know if that would work. Though. A bit too leader. Both leaders.
The problem is but you've also got the problem with Van Dijk being a leader. You've got Rio Ferdinand being a leader alongside Terry. Terry always played with Ricardo Carvalho and other players that I don't think were as strong personality as him.
I don't think Virgil van Dijk has a big personality.
Yeah, I know that's what.
He's a leader, but he's not like a John Terry.
Yeah. That's why
each have a different style, don't they?
Yeah.
He organises. Van Dijk organises very well, and I think that he runs that defence. So
on the pitch. On the pitch, he's like an excellent leader.
Yeah.
I think maybe off the pitch, I don't know.
Yeah. They're
big personalities. He's got
the feet, hasn't he? As Van Dijk, he's got
his pace when he actually has to run and you just see him sprint. Personally, for me, I would be voting for Virgil van Dijk over Vincent Kompany, primarily down to injury record. And I think if we're talking about consistency, and we said Azpilicueta's in because he's that consistent player who's always going to be available. Van Dijk's the same. Touch wood. But Kompany missed so many massive games. And on the flip side of that, look at City now, defensively wise, they went.
Yeah, it's struggled.
Look at them, they struggled. But
that would be the same as Liverpool if you took.
Even more so. If you're stuck with Matip and Lovren as your centre backs. Yeah.
Also, just quickly, just to throw one that I did write down, another one beginning with V. It was, I think,
Vidic.
I think just a little bit better than Rio Ferdinand.
No, I see Torres used to tear him apart every single time they played. I think Ferdinand made him I think Ferdinand made him a better player than he is. I don't really. All right. Never re-rated Vidic.
So if we agree on John Terry, it's all down to the last one. So, Adam, you wrote Rio Ferdinand and John Terry, did you? Yeah. And I wrote Vincent Kompany and John Terry. And John voted Van Dijk and John Terry. I think, obviously, a lot of other people. This is probably one of the big discussions. I see a lot of things where it's like, who was better, Vidic or Van Dijk? Who was better, Van Dijk or Terry? Who was better, Terry or Vidic or Ferdinand or whatever? So, whoever we decide, someone somewhere is going to disagree. But
Absolutely. Well, that's why football's great, because
that's what's going to be so good now when we write down that we're going to put Van Dijk in there.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Correct.
get him in there.
Well done.
How old is Van Dijk as well?
27, is he? 27, 28?
So he's got ages.
Yeah.
And how old was Company maybe when he got to Man City?
I reckon a similar sort of age.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. So there is potential for Van Dijk to, if not, get more titles, probably more player of the seasons than Company.
Yeah.
So we'll see about that one then. So that there is our defensive lineup.
That's a good
back four and a goalie. Petr Cech in goal. Azpilicueta right back. Ashley Cole left back. Very nice. John Terry centre back next to Van Dijk. Now Van Dijk, can you see Van Dijk in a Chelsea shirt?
He rejected it. He went to Liverpool.
So that is it. That is defence done. Very good. I like that.
Right then. Well done.
I think we'll move. And we'll go the same way that we did with the defenders. We'll go for right-sided first. So if we go with right midfielder, Adam, and you start off.
Yep. Right then. You ready? Has to be Cristiano Ronaldo. Has to be.
You see, I don't know.
You don't
Cristiano
know?
Ronaldo on the right.
I've read something earlier that he was more prevalent on the left wing.
Oh,
was he really? Well, I've got a cheeky left winger in here.
Okay.
So, but
you know, I also picked Ronaldo for right midfielder because
the thing with him is he pretty much played wherever he wanted.
Yeah,
and he could play wherever he wants. Yeah. That's the problem with him. If for my two centre midfielders, which I won't say yet, and my left wing, I need to get Ronaldo in the team. You can't.
That's what I done.
Yeah. I had to get my real life hero into right wing.
Okay. Oh yeah.
Hang on. This is going to give you goosebumps. This is.
Oh, I think I know where we're going with this. Not a free kick, is it?
Oh, it is.
Who's he gone with?
It's a Greek free kick.
Oh no. David Beckham.
Here it comes.
Who's this then? Is that him?
Oh,
that's him. That's him now. Yeah.
He's bold as well.
He is bold. Let's see. I hope.
Oh, he was just so good.
Oh, it's this celebration here. Does he do the windmill? Oh no, there's another one.
Wow, yeah, it was just his dead ball was so good, and then he even went out to Real Madrid. Did it at Real Madrid as well.
Yeah.
See, I've wrote Beckham down and I put a question mark next to his name, but it's just Ronaldo, isn't it?
It is.
I know you say about him being on the left side.
Yeah.
So I guess we'll see. We'll see where yours goes. But what we'll do is we'll do the right mids and the left mids after.
Okay.
At the end, and we'll decide them together.
You might have got someone at left mid that I think.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
I've been a bit cheeky on my left mid because at one point in his career he did play there, but not for most of it. But there's another way just to get an unreal player into my team.
Oh, okay. I think I know what you've done also. Then okay, we'll see. I put Ronaldo. There is some things though about Ronaldo when you look at like his stats. Obviously, are really good, and he was wicked. He scored some absolute great goals. He had 5. This was just a quick thing that I found on this Premier League thing earlier. It turned out that it ended up being pretty pants, but it says 540 shots he had right for his time at United. 201 were on target, and he actually, I think he scored like probably maybe just under 100. So, yeah, it's not that good.
There's always the stats that go around John, you were saying David Beckham's dead ball was unbelievable, which is absolutely right. And Ronaldo.
Oh, Ronaldo's free kicks.
Yeah, they're not that great, are they?
No.
Obviously, his goal scoring record is.
Yeah.
It's not wonderful. But it's an all round game. He was just, when he picked up the ball, he was electric and he ran with it and he was just,
Well, it was just that thing when like I remember when, and this is kind of when I started to like pay a lot more attention when he first come to United, obviously, and there was just something like mad about this one kid that was just got all these like wicked skills that he. I think no matter what, like you might, even if you prefer Messi, you still got to say he's just got some.
Remember when he did this?
Oh, oh, good diving.
Oh,
That's the only part that's annoying. When he falls over all the time.
Yeah, when he falls over, but yeah.
But still, them skills.
I think we've got to get him in.
Yeah, we've got to get Ronaldo in there. So
on the right midfield.
Yeah, on the right midfield. Let's do left. Let's do left mid then now, Adam. Shall we? Let's see who we've got.
Right.
And I think I know who you've got. If from what you're saying.
Okay, go on then. I'll let you have a guess.
It's not Thierry Henry, is it?
It is Thierry Henry, absolutely.
This is where it's going to get so tricky.
This is going to get tricky.
See, Thierry Henry.
Because when he first came, he was a left midfielder, wasn't he? And Arsene Wenger converted him to a striker. But again, this is just another way to get
two
strikers in that you want.
Absolutely. It's very attack heavy, my side.
Yeah.
He was just. I remember there was a game against Liverpool. Mainly my memories are of games against Liverpool, mainly them conceding. And he absolutely roasted Carragher for absolute pace on the left, and and Carragher just cannot keep up with him, and he is just bombs down the wing, and he was his finishing, his touch, he was just classy. He was
probably, if not the best. Would you think one of the best, if not the best ever Premier League player?
He has to be up there in that conversation. Absolutely, definitely. He was just frighteningly good.
Yeah, definitely.
So
as a left mid,
as a left mid on Ronaldo on the right,
just to get two strikers, another striker in.
Absolutely.
Jack, have you got left mid?
I went for classic Giggsy.
See, I never ever rated him.
No, I agree.
I just
don't think when I was growing up, I did not look at him and think, "Wow, I want to be."
Want that hairy chest?
Yeah.
Oh, the hairy chest.
Okay,
Everyone
on
wanted that.
Sky Sports today that did, because that was something like 20 years ago or something like that.
It's just that I always see. Now I don't remember seeing it when I was younger, but the more I started to watch football as I was growing up, I always remember Giggs' goal. Obviously, the one where he goes past every single player, pretty much. Slots it in. It's just one of them things that I remember.
It looks quite lucky. I watched it today.
You watched it today? You've been on it today, haven't you?
Is this against Arsenal, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, and the FA Cup, is it? Was it the FA Cup?
Yeah, hairy chest.
Yeah, hairy chest.
He had an interview about it, and he said that he probably should have laid it across to Scholesy.
It's just a good player. I mean, it's just someone.
John.
There is others that I would have put in, but I just didn't know, so I went with.
Yeah, I think I'd be more than happy to get rid of David Beckham, even though it hurts me because he's my favourite ever player.
Yeah.
Or Ronaldo. Ronaldo and Thierry Henry.
Who's your left midfielder then, John?
Who's your left mid then, John? Yeah.
Ronaldo.
Oh, you got Ronaldo on the left.
Sorry.
Yeah. Left hand side. Yeah.
Okay, then if we're going to squeeze Henry out on the left and not chuck him up front, I'd have that because I've got plenty of strikers that I would love to have.
Yeah, that means I can change my striker.
Oh, see, I've got two unbelievable strikers.
Yeah, I've got loads on my list.
I've got a list for
strikers. We need to whiz through the centre mids and get onto the strikers.
Yeah, they're the most exciting part. Yeah. Shall we go with that? So,
do the centre mids.
So we had a Beckham for right mid for you, John.
Yeah.
And then we had a who did Ronaldo. Oh,
Ronaldo.
Of course. Yeah, let's go with Ronaldo. And Thierry Henry on the left.
Thierry Henry on the left.
Get him. There's goals already. Don't need any strikers.
I'm glad that we went for Aspilicueta at right back now.
Yeah.
Because there's going to be no one defending.
There's going to need some defend on that, absolutely. Yeah. Yeah. If you put Trent in there as well, I mean, there's going to be no doing right.
No, we're screwed.
Well, Van Dijk will clear up, so it's all right.
Don't worry, we've got PodJack in goal.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Everyone
Yeah,
does.
that's a good point. Right
So
then,
what's
do you want to hear the
centre-mids?
centres?
Again,
Shall I do
with
both?
do both. You know, like we spoke about the partnership sort of thing, because I did also think of this.
Yeah,
Putting mine
the
two
classic.
together.
So the classic, can Gerrard and Lampard play together?
Yeah,
That's
that sort of
what
thing.
you're
Did you
thinking.
think?
So
Did
I've
you
not
think
gone for
about that?
I did think of that, actually. I've got one who's playing currently,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
one
same.
who's
I
not
reckon I
playing.
could guess.
Also,
your
yeah.
one playing.
Go on.
Is it
Who's
Kevin?
one of mine? There's one has to be in this team. Probably one of the best players in the Premier League. Steven Gerrard has to be in there.
Not in mine.
I didn't put Gerrard in there either.
Oh, you're both absolutely massively wrong.
Sorry,
there.
did he win a title?
He didn't win a title, but he was.
Oh,
He's the only Liverpool player I've actually put in my team.
he
did he
slipped
lose?
over, didn't he? Poor guy.
And we're not talking about those things, are we?
Have you put Demba Ba up front as well?
Oh yeah, the assist to Denver Bar, absolutely. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
No.
Gerrard, and go on.
I've got Gerrard and good old Kevin in there.
Yeah, Kevin De Bruyne.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've gone for another Chelsea player.
Kante.
No, Frank
Ooh, Frank.
Lampard.
Oh, so you went for the opposite one.
He went. He's the only centre midfielder to score over 150 goals.
Yeah.
Is it 177 he's got?
Something like that,
Yeah.
And he's won 3 titles with Chelsea.
Yeah.
And then my other one is one that's a little bit different, I reckon, to most people's.
Go on.
See whether you can guess him. He was part of the Arsenal's invincible team.
It's not
Patrick
Patrick
Vieira.
Vieira, is it?
Yeah.
Patrick Vieira. Absolute tank.
Yeah.
Good defensive. I guess that's the kind of a bit of a defending centre mid we need in this team because we've got a lot of attacking.
He was the better Abu Dhabi, wasn't he?
The only problem I'd say with him is he's not that attacking.
Yeah. Well, I think I've kind of gone down the same route though. I've got one that's more attacking and one that isn't.
Yeah.
All right. Do you want to hear mine?
On
So I've gone for the one who is teaching Kevin De Bruyne. And I've gone for David Silva.
It's Silva.
It's
a shout.
I like David Silva when he
Yeah.
first got to Man City. He's got some good stats. He has got some good stats. And then he shaved his head.
Yeah, he did. I'd say he would be in about my top 50.
What? No. David Silva.
He's good, but he doesn't. Nah, I don't know.
Not
He's
now.
not a Premier League.
Now, mate.
He's not a Premier League 11 though, is he?
What?
He's not a legend. He's not going to get a legendary card on FIFA, is he?
Is he not?
No.
What about
He might do. Who's your other?
What about Grealish then? No. All right. No, my other one. So I've had David Silva, who would obviously be more attacking, and then who I don't know if I thought he wasn't better than Gerrard, but Gerrard obviously was more attacking. I went for who was someone I liked to watch when I was younger was Xabi Alonso.
Xabi Alonso. Yeah. Champions League winners, yeah.
And if you want a legend, there's your legend.
Yeah.
He's better than your first one, definitely.
Yeah, maybe.
100%.
Xabi Alonso is like
Xabi Alonso.
with your defending one that you said. Who was your defensive one, John?
Patrick Vieira.
Oh yeah. See, that's a good 2 different styled. I think one of the things I actually picked up from looking at Xabi Alonso's. All I wrote was defensive stats are mad. I didn't actually write anymore because I had no room on the page. But he had not. There's a couple of things on there where it says like passes led to like dangerous count, like where he's given the ball away, for example, or something like that. And he's actually never ever gave the ball to lead to something else happening for the other team. He scored goals from the halfway line for fun.
I was gutted. Well, yeah, at Newcastle, yeah, and he scored a couple, didn't he? I was gutted when he left the Real Madrid.
Yeah,
I was for a measly like 20 million or something ridiculous like that. It was absolutely such a small thing.
And he is a cool guy.
Yeah,
he's a cool guy. And
he's played. Think where else he's played. He went to Real. Then he went to Bayern Munich. Yeah,
it's good.
Played for.
This is going to be a tough one, isn't it?
It is. It is tough. Like, we're not going to put Gerrard and Lampard together, are we?
No, you can't do that.
No, you can't do that. That's against the rules. We all know how that turns out. It's terrible.
Yeah.
What about Ji-sung Park?
What a player!
He was good, but I just think he had. What did he have? He only had 1 or 2 seasons, didn't he?
Yeah.
He was.
He didn't. He wasn't.
I have wrote some pretty good ones. Like obviously everyone throws in Scholes. Kante. Makalele. Offensive. Yaya Toure as well.
Oh yeah.
He was on my list as well. Yeah.
He was when City started coming, to what they are now. He was one of those starting players, wasn't he? Who really kicked them on.
He just became a bit of a muppet, didn't he? A little bit. The whole birthday cake situation. So John, who did you go for?
Vieira and Lampard.
Vieira and Lampard, good combo. Did they ever play against each other? Did they?
They must have. Yeah.
They must have, because Lampard
might not have been at peak.
He's got over 600 appearances. Lampard. He's played for years.
Adam, who did you go for again? De Bruyne.
And Gerrard and De Bruyne.
Oh, that is tough.
He's the only Liverpool player I've put in this side as well, and I'm not going to get him in. I feel I'm not getting him in here. You two are.
I just don't. Yeah, I don't know.
The titles conversation I understand, but for sheer
his delivery and his.
But for sheer for consistency, for just an all-round player, for being the heart and soul of that Liverpool team for so many years, and the way he broke in on the scene with that goal, and just.
How about
again though? If we're not going to have Gerrard and Lampard together, and you talk about consistency and goals and all that, what about Lampard compared to Gerrard as well?
Lampard's in the conversation, of course he is.
Yeah, it's we can't have them together. It's against the rise.
Lampard's got more goals than Gerrard.
And titles.
We do love Gerrard. But who's the better manager?
Well, we'll have to wait and see for a few years, won't we?
We will.
We'll come back. We'll do another episode.
That'll be I'll like that one. The Gerrard and Lampard discussion. Maybe I should.
What about together as a pair, Gerrard and Vieira?
Oof. That is a frightening centre midfield, isn't it? Those two.
Yeah, because they're both they've got a bit of fire about them, haven't they? Both of them. Yeah. I like that.
But
Gerrard,
like Vieira's more like CDM.
Yeah.
Yeah, he is. Yeah.
Gerrard's more attacking, isn't he?
He is.
Yeah.
He can do both, can't he, Gerrard? Though as well. He likes to tackle.
Yeah. Well, later in his career, they kind of moved him back.
Yeah.
Moved back into a more defensive position.
And I think that is if there's a difference between Gerrard and Lampard, is that I don't think Lampard could have sat back there like Gerrard.
Yeah, I don't think he's got the passing ability.
No. Gerrard's an all-rounder, isn't he? It's like Gerrard is Roger Federer and Lampard is Rafael Nadal.
Nadal.
There you go.
I'm going to leave it entirely up to you two.
Let's pick Gerrard then. I'll have Gerrard. I'll go with you two.
What? Is that what John wants?
Let's have Gerrard.
Does John want Gerrard? Has he been convinced?
Gerrard and Vieira. If we have Gerrard, we're having Vieira.
Yeah, I'm more than happy to
put
Vieira in.
What about Xabi Alonso?
He wasn't in the Premier League long enough, Jack. Sorry. He's great, though. Unbelievable player.
I thought this was
I don't think he's.
Spanish 11.
Oh, Spanish all-time 11. Then he's there. Yeah.
Yeah, that's good because I've got Aspilicueta for that as well.
Gerrard and Vieira. Oh yeah, that's.
I like that. Gerrard and Vieira together. That'd be very good.
With Henry on the left and Ronaldo on the right. That is.
Oh, we can put Henry next to Vieira as well, so they can link. Know each other well, don't they? They know each other well.
Yeah.
Don't know if Gerrard's a fan of Ronaldo.
You could have Van Dijk behind
Gerrard.
Liverpool.
Oh,
that's good. It's good chemistry. 100.
This team is frightening.
And then we move on to our favourite area of the game.
Yeah.
Our favourite, the forwards.
Oh.
Nothing better than talking about goal scorers in the Premier League, is there? And there's lots and lots of stats.
Is it
Shall I? I'll finish it, shall I? I'll finish it with
You go.
my two strikers. No, you've taken Henry out. Henry was mine. My original, was Thierry Henry. And I changed and changed and changed. I went for Torres, and then I took him out. Even though I'd love to have Torres in my team, I could put him on the bench. I went for Drogba, and then I took him out as well. And then I thought of one more that might just sneak in with Henry, and I put Van Nistelrooy.
Van Nistelrooy, yeah.
Thierry Henry and Ruud Van Nistelrooy I put. Van Nistelrooy has scored a hell of a lot of goals for his appearances. And he also again got Player of the Season, Premier League title he got.
He didn't spend that much. Well, he spent obviously quite a long time.
Yeah, a few seasons it was, and obviously he made an impact. I don't know where he went after that. I don't know how old he was.
He went to Spain, didn't he? Did he go to Spain?
Oh, he went to Real Madrid, didn't he?
Real Madrid, did he? But did he do it at Real Madrid?
Not as much, I don't think, but I can never
remember.
Still scored
though, didn't he?
Yeah, you can't argue with those 2 seasons that he had at United.
If I'm taking on Real, I'm going for Drogba and Van Nistelrooy.
Drogba's a good shout.
Drogba and Van Nistelrooy. Oof. Go on then, John. Do you want to do yours?
Right. So I went with Thierry Henry as well to begin with.
Did you?
But then I've got a long list of people that I can add in. So my one that I went with Thierry Henry side by side was Alan Shearer.
Alan Shearer.
Because he was on they did a documentary on him and I watched it today. And he was so good at Blackburn. When he was at Blackburn and he won them the league. Like 2 seasons ago they were in the Championship.
Was he at Blackburn before 2000 or?
I think he was, but then he went on to Newcastle
after. Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Because he was talking about his like transfer after leaving Blackburn, and he said that he wanted to always go back to Newcastle, but Man United wanted him as well.
Mm.
And he literally brought a house in Manchester and then had to sell it because he went back to Newcastle.
Yeah, there is that one with Lineker, Shearer, and Ian Wright, their little managers podcast thing they done. He talks a little bit about staying at Newcastle and having not leaving.
No, I just think because he was such a good goal scorer.
I don't really remember. I did look. Isn't he like the all-time goal scorer in Premier League? Maybe
260. 260 goals.
But I don't remember. Playing much.
Harry Kane's going to catch him soon.
Yeah.
Oh no, he's not your other one. Is he? Oh no,
he's not my other one. Right, my other one. I've got the one at the top, which I'm going to put in, but then I also wrote down Drogba.
Yeah.
I wrote down Gianfranco Zola.
Oh, nice.
What player? Yeah.
But then the one that I'm going to go for and put forward is Wayne Rooney.
Rooney.
How good of a goal scorer he was as well.
Yeah.
And he not really a good footballer, but like a good
goals.
Natural goal scorer, isn't he? Yeah.
And because he did it for England as well.
Yeah, he did. Yeah.
Go on, Adam. Tell us. Let's see.
So mine. Okay, well, as I put Thierry Henry on the left, I was able to have 2 extra strikers. So I've gone for Didier Drogba up front. Originally I had Alan Shearer, and I took him out for Didier Drogba, only because when I looked at some of his stats, a lot of his games were pre-2000. So that was my only thinking. But I mean, for all-time Premier League players, Alan Shearer for goal scoring has to be in the conversation. But I've gone for Drogba. My other one, I would say, has probably got the most iconic Premier League moment of all time. And it has to be Sergio Aguero.
Balotelli, Aguero!
Yeah, I've got him, and I am so I can't believe Aguero is one of my favourite Premier League players ever, and just did not put him in. I don't know why I kept moving away from him.
I put him in because it was the only person that Mario Balotelli assisted that season, and that goal against QPR that is iconic.
Yeah,
that Martin Tyler commentary.
That gives you shivers, doesn't it? Like you hear that on the radio and it makes you, I like that. Oh, what's happened?
I think you went a bit roboty.
Ooh.
Even for somebody who doesn't support Man City, that moment to win it on the last minute, or in the last few minutes, in scoring that fashion was unbelievable.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Those are my 2: Aguero and Drogba.
That sounds like a dream.
I think we've got Jack, you said Drogba as well, didn't you?
I have said Drogba. So Drogba's already there, hasn't he? He's made the 11.
He's in there, definitely.
And
ahead of the Champions League final.
Yes, that's it.
And something I read today that he's donated a hospital. He runs a hospital, and he's donated a hospital for coronavirus sufferers as well. So there you go. He's not just.
Oh, so he's a nice guy.
Quality player. He's a nice bloke as well.
I do like listening to Drogba talk as well. I think he does speak a bit of sense, to be fair. Same as Henry as well. He's good to listen to talk.
The last player in our elite.
This is it. The last striker. You've got Shearer, you've got Aguero, and you've got Ruud van Nistelrooy. There is a couple of others out there though. Like if I just go through a few.
You're going robotic again then.
Oh,
you went robotic when you said Wayne Rooney.
It sounded quite nice though.
It did actually. It was quite fair.
Wonder why. Well, we ain't got long left, so hopefully I don't cut out. I have Suarez.
Yeah.
Yeah, those couple of seasons at Liverpool.
Yeah, 2013-14. Yeah.
Michael Owen.
Yeah.
Robin van Persie.
Oh, yeah.
Got Dimitar Berbatov as well, just in there.
Yeah.
Another Tevez. Peter Crouch.
Peter Crouch.
Yeah, Crouchy. We could play the long ball.
We could.
Yeah.
We could. Imagine Crouch and Drogba in the air. Amazing.
You've got Drogba for long ball, haven't you?
Yeah. I've also got, just for a couple of seasons in a row, next to Drogba was when Anelka was decent as well. I just wrote him in there.
He was good for so many sides.
Dark horse, weren't he? He got that golden boot like 2 years in a row. I think.
Well, he played for so many sides: City, Liverpool, Bolton, Arsenal.
Well,
He was good at Bolton as well, wasn't he?
He was.
That's
it's
decisive. Drogba, and if I'm going to pick out of the two that I like Van Nistelrooy. I think he was a good player, but I would probably on another day, on most days apart from today, I would have picked Aguero.
Yeah,
definitely. Still does it now.
He's done it. To be fair to Aguero, even when Man City aren't playing that well, he still scores goals.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Like that season when Leicester won the league, he probably still scored 20 plus goals.
Yeah. He always does, doesn't he?
Again, injury slightly hampered him a little bit, but even through that, his goal scoring record is frightening.
Yeah, he's always up there, isn't he? Every single season, even if he gets it, like he doesn't even play him that much anymore as well. He stopped, didn't he?
No,
And then he'll play him
but
again. He'll score a hat trick.
But as soon as he comes on that pitch, he's going to probably score.
Yeah. So,
and for that moment against QPR, that moment against QPR,
one of
that Martin Tyler commentary.
Yeah,
one of the best ever.
Yeah, iconic moment.
Aguero, I'm all Aguero. John, if you're all Aguero, Aguero over Shearer, do you reckon he'll be mad?
Oh.
I reckon if Shearer watches this, he'll be angry, but...
that's how you get fans, isn't it? Like, you make them angry, and then they...
understand.
Tag Alan Shearer in this.
Yeah, might. In fact, he might.
He can come round to my back garden.
Yeah. He might pop up in the screen.
You have to wait for the coronavirus to be over, though, because he ain't come around yet.
Of course. Oh, let's hope. Shall I read you the 11 that I have then?
Yep.
All together, the ones that we've kind of picked together. Are you saying Aguero, John?
Yeah, get him in.
All right. Right, we have got in goal PodJack. And that good start that was. We all had the exact same one.
Yeah.
Moving on, right back, Aspilicueta. Again, good. Left back, Ashley Cole. All to agree on. We like agreeing on Chelsea players.
Yeah, I know. They were so good in the noughties, though. They were just one of the best side, weren't they?
Mm-hmm. Then two centre halves, John Terry, all agreed on, and Van Dijk. Which, I like that. Then we went to right midfield and we took away Beckham. And we put Ronaldo in. We do love Beckham, though.
Did you say Ashley Cole?
Yeah, Ashley Cole.
Oh, sorry.
No, you're not listening.
Yeah, I'm not.
I must have buzzed off again.
Sorry, Mr. Cross.
So, we as much as we love Beckham, maybe Bex can be our manager.
Yeah.
There you go.
Put Ronaldo at right midfield. Left midfield, we put Henry over there instead of a striker, just to fit them extra strikers in that we've got. Two central midfielders. If we go for defensive, we've got Vieira. Nice tank. And then Gerrard, because we had to agree with Gerrard and Lampard.
Yeah.
So kind of, we'll talk about that another day.
Yeah.
We'll let them fight it out.
Yeah.
And then we went for the strikers. We agreed on Drogba. Very good. And again, always remember that goal against Bayern Munich, that header. Oh, what a celebration. I remember that day. And then we've gone for the screaming Aguero and winning the title winning goal scorer.
Yeah.
What that would cost a lot on FIFA.
Would be.
That would. You'd have to get a few FIFA coins for that, wouldn't you?
You would. What a team! I've got that wrote down.
That is.
I'll have to make.
That's a strong first 11.
We'll make that on the app on that link that you sent, John.
Yeah.
And, I'll put it up there on the big screen so we can see it.
Yeah.
What?
The dream team.
The dream team. PodJack's dream team. Made by Adam and John and me. Sounds good. I'm sure a lot of people will have a lot to say, though, which is good. We want to hear what other people have to say.
I'm sure people will. But then, as we said, that is the joy of football.
Oh, yeah.
The discussion is why we like it.
Maybe after people have discussed it, you could put on like Instagram a vote or something like that.
There you go.
You can do it.
Yeah.
That's a good idea.
Yeah. I will. I'm hoping that a lot of people will have used. I did put out that link that you sent earlier. A few of my friends did it and sent me a few of theirs. One of my friends at one point, I think, did put Gerrard and Lampard together.
Oh no!
It's gone against the rules. It's against the rules.
He can't do it.
But to be fair, we done a 4-3-3 formation. Didn't do the 4-4-2, and then I think he may have scrapped one. Yeah, 4-3. Yeah. But 4-4-2, that's not. They don't really play that anymore, do they? Really?
No, I reckon that was
a classic formation.
Classic formation. Yeah, I think that's what they should go back to. Thank you. It's been an absolute pleasure.
Thank you very much for having us on, Jack.
Cheers.
It's been great. And hopefully it's all recorded really well and I haven't roboted off or anything like that.
Hopefully.
Hopefully no one's walked behind me. Hopefully we can hear me the whole time of this.
I did see your dad walk past a few times.
My dad,
doing a magic trick.
Yeah, that'll be the next one. That's who I'm hoping. That's the thing. Like, I don't want to have to keep using this Zoom because obviously the connection's not great for everyone. Yeah. I don't know what it's going to look like when I rewatch it, but I'd rather have people here. This discussion would be so much more fun if you was here. It'd be like that.
Yeah.
Like more moving around.
Well, we can always redo it. We could do I don't know, you can do another era, or you could do a Spanish one maybe, or an Italian.
Yeah, different. Like we said, we could do sport. We could do our favourite walkers.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
After John goes out.
Favourite speed walkers.
Favourite speed walkers. Get the stats on the speed walkers.
The best English 11.
Or the worst Premier League 11.
Worst Premier League, yeah.
That'll be
Aston Villa players in there, I reckon.
A few, the whole 11.
Oh,
that'll be good.
Brutal.
Hopefully, this isolation will go very quickly, and we'll be able to get around here and make it a lot better. But it has been a pleasure. Thanks for spending the time on.
Thank you.
No, you're welcome. Thank you, Jack, for having us on. Cheers, mate. Thank you.
Yeah. Be good. Enjoy your isolation. I hope to see you soon.
Yeah.
Rest easy, and don't forget to do your yoga.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Gonna do it now.
Thank you very much, guys.
Cheers, mate.